Here's a couple of wild stories. I was talking to a gentleman out at the airport, and he said that he had booked a Greyhound to get to Denver to fly to Peru to see his girlfriend. And he was confused because he booked a 4:15 ticket on the internet, and he printed it out, and it said 5:30. So he couldn't figure out which it was. Was it 4:15 or 5:30? So he got there at 4:15. Showed the driver, and the driver said, "Yes, this is the 4:15 bus, running a little late." He said, "But the bus is full." I said, "What am I supposed to do?" Talk to the person at the counter. It's full. There's no room. And I don't know if that was because of COVID or what. And our buses were supposed to limit the numbers to a certain amount, depending upon the size of the bus. I don't know. He didn't get inside to see. So he said, "Screw it." So he called an Uber. So he's watching the Uber on his telephone. The Uber had to drive 20 miles to get to his location. So he waited. Guy shows up, opens the trunk, puts his luggage in the trunk, stops for a minute, takes his luggage out of the trunk and says, "I'm sorry, I can't take you where you need to go," and drove off. How does this even work? I thought maybe we're in a simulation. I think more and more is true. I've seen people just like walk with a sense of determination in a bus, not a bus depot, but a park and ride, and he'll be going this way and that way and that way. Look at me real quick, and I'm in the bus and straight forward with this weird kind of look, and have like he's walking in a specific with intention, but not going anywhere. A driver friend say something to me about this before I even said anything. He said, "If you watch people like at a parking lot where they look like they're going somewhere and they're not," he said, "I can't understand. I think this might be non-players, like in a video game. They're thrown in there like the guy behind the desk exchanging pretend money, to make it all feel real more real." He said, "I was watching these 5, 6, 7 high school teenage girls dressed up nicely go from the bus area to the train platform, across the street, back to the train platform, back up to the bus for an hour." He said it was at least an hour. And they just kind of kept in that same path, like like in some kind of mode. And he didn't think anything like I do. And so I thought about that. I thought that sounds like a non-player. And the time I got back, he was gone. It's interesting how when you get to something in a conversation you really want to say, something weird happens. I mean, I was talking to someone with a guy that's going to Peru. I just started getting a feel for the conversation, almost like an anointing, if you will, bring up something really, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I got to go." And his plane wasn't going to leave for like another 6 hours. He just felt like he had to go. And right at that time, this really loud truck, and we're under the Westin Hotel out at the airport. And so it's all kind of enclosed and bridges and roads above you, and it's really echoey. And so, my light here in the backyard just went out. And so that thing comes by in first gear, roaring loud, and he's like, "I gotta go." And it's like tonight I was talking to a guy, and we just started to get to that point where I felt like the conversation was getting anointed. And his phone rings. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. 1 o'clock in the morning. Who the hell is calling him at 1 o'clock in the morning that needs to talk to him? He has to take this call. Him and I were talking about the weather in San Antonio and how it was, the coldest it's been over 100 years. And then it's 125 degrees last summer for a few days. So hot. He said, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. It's all about genocide. And that's where the conversation was getting good. And then his phone rings. But he was saying, he was booking a ticket, and he said his buddy, same thing happened to him. I can see where they move your flight around a little bit, but he was trying to book this ticket, and it would say 5:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m., 5:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m. It'd go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth when he was trying to book the ticket. So he's just like clicks on it and sees what it's going to be. And it said a.m. So he's like, okay, it's 5:30 a.m., I guess. And so, I mean, when the Matrix hates you, it hates you. Good luck trying to survive in this world when the Matrix hates you. And so he shows up, at 5:30, or, an hour ahead. I said, "I'm sorry, your plane's already gone." I said, "What are you talking about?" "Yeah, it's already gone. You have to book another ticket." He said, "What?" So he goes to the desk. Now he's got to spend 2 days in Denver not knowing what to do, hoping the next time the ticket takes. Just some weird stuff. I've been talking to people, and the things they've been going through that just speaks so clearly to me about a matrix. Now here's something funky that happened tonight that I thought was kind of cool on a up note. Sorry, just going into the house. And this here, I had spent the day with the morning, got up early, I work evenings, and went to my son's first soccer drone conference, or soccer drone tournament, the first soccer drone tournament ever in North America. And he won like a landslide. He's team captain, and he is also the striker, the one that gets to fly the drone through the goal. And then he has two people that are defenses. Then they won all their games. The last final championship game was only like 4 schools represented, but it was like 60 to 30 or something like that. So it was a long day for me to do that, and then get back home, go to work, put in 10 hours, come back home. So my phone, my battery was about dead because I had, sorry, I didn't notice all this rays. My phone screen is cracked over my phone, over my camera. And so, been a long day, hadn't charged the phone, and Veronica dropped me off at work because it was that close in time. And so she was going to pick me up, and I needed to let her know, am I, is she going to make it or not? She thought she might be too tired. If not, I don't even have a phone to call an Uber, so I just spend the 2 hours and walk home. I've done that before. But I thought, I don't have a charger. I got the charger, but I don't have the cord. Well, it'll just be a long walk if I can't connect with her. And it is what it is. So I had turned in some stuff to Lost and Found and hadn't collected it back after 2 weeks. If someone doesn't want it or claim it, then we can have it if we want it. And so guess what was waiting for me that I hadn't collected the last couple of days, even though I was supposed to? Yeah, guess what I was waiting for? I'm going to make sure I get in the picture here. The phone charger with the correct end. This actually fit my phone. So when I pulled into work, he said, hey, here's some stuff for you. Oh, I forgot about it. And I had some stuff. Pulled it out. I plugged the phone in. And checking with Veronica. Charged up the phone for 3 minutes. And I was on my way. That was a cool way to end this day. For God providing. God bless you all.